What if I told you that the loneliness you're feeling right now isn't a curse? It's a divine signal. Before God blesses you, He will isolate you. And that isolation, it's not punishment, it's preparation. If you've ever wondered why you feel so alone, listen carefully, because your breakthrough is about to begin. Have you ever felt like the world has turned its back on you? Like you're walking alone through a vast desert, with no one to understand your pain or see your struggle? If so, you are not alone. But more importantly, you are on a path that God designed just for you. There's a powerful truth that many don't understand. Before God blesses you, He will isolate you. This isn't about rejection or abandonment. It's about a sacred season of solitude that is crucial to your spiritual growth and the manifestation of your destiny. Isolation is not a punishment. It's a profound process of preparation. Imagine a seed buried deep in the soil. It must remain hidden, alone, in darkness, before it can sprout and grow into a mighty tree. The soil protects it, nourishes it, and allows it to develop roots strong enough to withstand storms. Your isolation is that soil, a place where your spirit is being nourished and strengthened for the breakthrough ahead. God's plan for your life is unlike anyone else's. Your journey is unique, and the blessings waiting for you require a level of spiritual maturity, focus, and clarity that only this season of isolation can create. When the distractions fall away and the noise silences, you enter a sacred space where your true identity begins to emerge. Many times, people confuse isolation with failure or punishment. They believe that if they were truly loved or valued, they wouldn't be left alone. But the truth is deeper. God is intentionally setting you apart for a reason. The isolation is His way of refining your character, your faith, and your vision. Think about the great heroes of faith from the Bible. Moses spent 40 years alone in the wilderness before leading a nation to freedom. David hid in caves, running from enemies, yet God was preparing him to be king. Jesus often withdrew into the wilderness to pray and prepare for His ministry. None of these were times of defeat. They were times of divine preparation. During isolation, God is stripping away everything that doesn't serve your purpose. This can feel painful because it often means letting go of old habits, unhealthy relationships, and false beliefs about who you are. But this shedding is necessary, like a snake shedding its skin, so that you can grow into your full potential. Your isolation is also a protective measure. God is shielding you from influences that could derail your destiny. He is creating a barrier that keeps you safe from distractions, negative people, and harmful environments. While the world sees your solitude as loneliness, God sees it as a strategic positioning for your blessing. In this quiet season, you'll find your faith deepening. When no one else is around to validate you, you will learn to trust God's voice above all else. This is where your spiritual roots grow strong. The more isolated you feel, the closer God is drawing you to Himself. Isolation is also a lesson in patience. We live in a fast-paced world that craves instant gratification, but God's timing is perfect and never early or late. Waiting well during this season is key. Your blessing will come, but it will come in God's perfect time, not yours. You may wonder why your season of isolation feels so long or so lonely. It's because God is building endurance in you. Like a weightlifter who must train under heavy resistance to grow stronger, you are being spiritually strengthened through this solitude. During this time, you will also hear God's voice more clearly. The distractions of life are muted, and the Holy Spirit can speak directly to your heart. You may receive visions, dreams, or new insights about your purpose. These divine messages will guide your next steps when your isolation ends. Remember, isolation isn't a sign you are unloved or forgotten. It is a sign you are chosen to walk a path that requires faith, courage, and resilience. This season will prepare you to handle the blessings and responsibilities God is about to entrust to you. So how do you survive and thrive during this time of isolation? First, embrace the solitude as a gift. It is a rare and precious opportunity to know yourself and God more deeply than ever before. Use this time to pray, meditate, journal, and listen. Let God reveal the hidden things in your heart and purpose. Second, release what no longer serves you. If there are toxic relationships, negative thoughts, or old wounds holding you back, surrender them to God. Healing comes in isolation, but only if you are willing to let go. Third, develop discipline. Without the noise of the world, you can build new habits that align with your calling. This is the time to sharpen your skills, read, learn, and grow spiritually and mentally. Fourth, keep your eyes on the promise. Remind yourself daily that this isolation is temporary and that a blessing is on its way. Write down your dreams, speak your goals, and refuse to give up faith. Finally, stay connected to God and your spiritual community. Even if you feel physically alone, spiritual support and encouragement are vital. Surround yourself with those who uplift your spirit and understand your journey. Your isolation is not your identity. It is a season, a divine process of preparation. When you come out on the other side, you will be stronger, wiser, and ready to step into a new level of favor and destiny. Before God blesses you, He will isolate you. This season is your spiritual workshop, your testing ground, and your launchpad. Don't fear the silence. Don't resent the solitude. Instead, lean into it with faith, patience, and hope. The greatest breakthroughs often come after the longest waits. Your breakthrough is coming, and it will be worth every moment of this sacred isolation. Now that you understand why isolation is a divine preparation, let's dive deeper into what this season looks like and how to navigate it with purpose and strength. Isolation can feel heavy, like a weight pressing down on your soul. You might experience moments of doubt, fear, and loneliness that shake your spirit. But these feelings are part of the process. They are like the pressure that turns coal into diamonds. Without this pressure, your true brilliance cannot be revealed. During this season, it's common to ask, why me? Why must I go through this? The answer lies in your destiny. God chooses the most unlikely vessels, those who can endure hardship without losing faith, to carry the greatest blessings. Your isolation is a sign that you are being prepared to carry something powerful, something life-changing, not just for you, but for others. Isolation is God's way of refining your vision. When you are alone, without distractions, your purpose becomes clearer. You start to hear the whispers of your soul, your true desires, your divine calling. This clarity is essential because it prevents you from chasing false dreams or settling for less than what God intends for you. You may notice that relationships around you start to change during this time. Some people will drift away, unable to understand your journey or the changes happening within you. This can be painful, but it's necessary. God is pruning your life, removing influences that hinder your growth. Think of it as a gardener cutting back branches so the plant can grow healthier and stronger. One of the hardest parts of isolation is the feeling of being misunderstood. Others might label you as distant, strange, or even broken. But remember, God has set you apart. You are walking a different path, one that requires courage to be different and strength to stand alone. This isolation is not just physical, but also emotional and spiritual. You might feel disconnected from the world, from people, and even from yourself. But this disconnect is a divine reset. It strips away the false layers and reveals your authentic self, the person God created you to be. While isolated, you will be tested. Your faith will be challenged, your patience pushed to the limit. But each test is a stepping stone. It strengthens your spirit and proves your readiness. Like gold refined by fire, your purity and resilience increase with each challenge. In this time, it's essential to guard your heart. Negative thoughts and self-doubt can creep in and try to steal your joy. But you have the power to overcome these attacks by focusing on God's promises. Remember, He has a plan for your life, a plan to prosper you and not to harm you. Many times, God's blessings come disguised as trials. The loneliness, the struggle, the isolation, they are all part of a greater design to bring forth something miraculous. Your breakthrough is hidden within your season of solitude. So, what does it look like when the season of isolation ends? It's important to know that this moment will feel like a rebirth. Suddenly, doors will open that seemed permanently closed. Opportunities will arise that you never expected. You will find yourself stepping into a new level of power, favor, and influence. But remember, your response after isolation is just as important as the season itself. When the blessing arrives, don't rush into it unprepared. Use the wisdom gained during your solitude to walk humbly, stay grounded, and serve others. Your time alone has taught you resilience, faith, and clarity. These qualities will be your compass as you navigate the new chapter ahead. The isolation was not wasted time, it was sacred training. It's also vital to understand that isolation can repeat. Life is cyclical, and seasons of solitude may come again to prepare you for even greater blessings. Each cycle is an opportunity to grow deeper in your relationship with God and more aligned with your purpose. If you find yourself entering another period of isolation, don't despair. Instead, remember that God's hand is still on your life, guiding you through every step. Trust the process and keep your heart open to what He wants to teach you. Isolation is a spiritual calling. It invites you to step back from the noise of the world and tune into the voice of God. It's an invitation to renew your mind, heal your wounds, and realign with your destiny. In closing, if you are in the middle of a season of isolation, know this: you are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. God is with you, working behind the scenes to orchestrate your breakthrough. Lean into the silence. Embrace the solitude. Let this season be your sacred retreat where your spirit is fortified, your vision sharpened, and your faith ignited. The blessings waiting for you are beyond anything you can imagine. They are worth every moment of the quiet, every tear shed in secret, and every lonely night. Hold on, your divine breakthrough is just around the corner. Remember these words: before God blesses you, He will isolate you. But that isolation is a promise, a sign that something greater is coming. Stay faithful, stay strong, and prepare to rise.